Well, check it out. We have Steven Tyler, we have Bret Michaels, and Ted Nugent. We're talking about Laconia Fest 2016. Whew. Let's get into this.
What you got?
I'm not trying to be a copycat, dude. I'm not really trying to sell myself in a way that's not me. So honestly, this is just a way of my intro, me introducing myself. Like, hey, my name is Andy. I fucking love music.
Signature AP, clarity HD.
What up, peoples? Welcome to the channel where we talk hip hop y música urbana. But today's episode, oh, my bad, my name is Signature AP. And today's episode, we're gonna just kick it to some good old summer vibes. So if you guys don't know, I'm from Lawrence, Massachusetts. It's a bit of a rough area, but nonetheless, we do have a good life out here. And I just want to give a quick honorable mention to a special guest that decided to show up to this event by the name of Sully Erna, a hometown legend, lead singer, vocalist of the very, very famous rock band Godsmack. And man, this guy showed up on stage, the crowd went wild. Sully might have been the highlight of the openers, but the people were really there that day for none other than the vocalist and lead singer of Aerosmith, Steven Tyler. So, oh yeah, let's talk about the rig. Very old school, very conventional. It had a couple of LEDs, really cool stage look. I like that organic throwback feel. Steven Tyler at this time in his career was trying new things by going solo, number one. And then I believe he was releasing a country album. The second date, he had none other than Bret Michaels. If you don't remember Bret Michaels, look up Rock of Love. He's that guy. But it was still a really cool performance, really cool show. The crowd was moving with him. Here are some of the highlights I got to capture that day. So like I mentioned in the past, sometimes these shows, they just run through technicians. So we'll just do one stage setup and all the bands, all the artists, anyone who comes through, they'll just share the stage. So a lot of the looks are very similar, but this stage look was, in my opinion, it looked great. It was phenomenal. It had a very classic and old school feel to it. Very, it looked like conventional lighting, but they did have some LEDs in there, some ACLs, really organic look. So as a technician and coming from the industry standpoint, it looked great. And I could see the artist. That's what I'm paying for. I want to see the artist. Yeah, I want to listen to, of course. Yeah, you're going to go to a show to listen and hear the music, but you also want to see them, especially nowadays where everybody has cell phones, super zoom in, megapixel this. Might as well, you want to get that shot. So I was lucky to get a couple of great photos, but hey man, great show. But man, on this one, we're talking about Ted Nugent. It was, something about just the name Ted Nugent was giving people a sort of energy, a sort of vibe around the whole entire space. And overall, he delivered. I gotta say, I was impressed. I was very impressed with the way his team came on the stage and just set up everything Ted Nugent style. They didn't care. They threw their banner on the back, which was a really cool banner. It was like an airbrush design with a big middle finger that he was floating. It was just funny. I thought it was hilarious. But overall, Ted Nugent came through, man. He followed through and he put on a show. Of course, there were a couple hiccups leading to him getting on stage, but nonetheless, he did get on stage and perform. So I'm not mad at him. I can only imagine what his team and the people were dealing with behind the scene. But as a spectator, just a fan, random person in the audience, they would have never known. And in all honesty, sometimes as a crowd, you get the feel like, something is wrong. Something's just not right. Like, why is this taking so long? And it just happened. Things happen, man. But the man did come on stage, he did perform, and it was a great show. So something really cool about Ted Nugent, when he does perform live, you'll notice that his team will bring all the speakers and amps and all the amp heads, everything that they need to be able to listen to themselves on stage. But we all know that majority of the stuff is usually Marshall brand. But Ted Nugent doesn't have Marshall brand. And if he does, so let it be. But something people always make a note of is that Ted Nugent replaces all the brand logos of the Marshall or whatever it is and slaps on his name, the Ted Nugent. And here are some of the pictures you can see on the background that his equipment and his gear has Ted Nugent all over it. So yeah, maybe we know as users of the equipment or as guitarists or bass players, Yeah, we know his Marshall, or yeah, we know his hard key, but nah, man, this is Ted Nugent on stage. He's gonna promote his name, and he just slaps Ted Nugent on his gear, which is a really cool way to customize your gear if you're in a band. But not much to say about this event other than that it was stacked with 3 superstars, 3 huge names. I learned a lot that weekend. That being said, guys, support, man. If you stay tuned up to this point, click the like button, share the video, turn on your notifications, leave a comment down below. Let's grow this community together and support. Times are rough nowadays, guys. But I want to thank every single one of you for being part of this community. Thank you for staying tuned. Catch y'all on the next wave. Peace.